Hello traders, Rich here and welcome to a new video. Since you guys like my previous idea about making a mini full course on a specific idea that I posted on TradingView, in our case we did USD CAD. For those who didn't watch it or aren't familiar with my channel, we just took this example on June 7 and we make like a detailed breakdown on how I came up with this analysis and why I'm looking for buy setups on USD CAD. And you can always click on play to see the results. So today we are going to pick a new one for my TradingView profile as usual, and this is the latest one that I posted today, which is Baba, the stock Alibaba. Okay, so this is it, and today we are going to go over it. So last time we did a forex pair, now we are doing a stock. Maybe next time we'll do crypto or an index and so on. And by the way, thank you so much for your support. We've been growing very fast. Anywhere on TradingView, we are now like 28K followers. On YouTube we have like around 5K, and on Telegram we are around 10K. So and as a thank you from me, I want to give away a package, a RichTL package, when we reach like 10K subscribers on YouTube. RichTL is a tool that will help you make objective analysis that you can see. Let me show to you. This is it. So this is RichTL that will help you make your analysis objective by simply connecting the dots. So we use it to draw our support and resistance, trend lines, and of course patterns. So this is it. You can check it out. Anyway, if you believe that the channel worth or deserves more subscribers, share it with your friends, and of course if you like the content. So let's get started. As mentioned previously, we'll pick Baba for the session, and we're looking for buy setups, right? And I posted this one right like 4 hours ago. You can see if you click on play, you can see much the price is still around this area. So as usual, let's remove everything and do it together from scratch. And cheers. First of all, for those who know me, know that we always start from where? From the weekly and daily time frames to know where we stand in the market. Are we overall bullish, just like here in this case? Are we overall bearish, or are we stuck inside the range, right? And then we'll zoom into lower time frames and we'll be looking for buy setups around the horizontal or non-horizontal support around these areas, and sell setups around the horizontal or non-horizontal resistance. That's it. Very simple and straightforward. This is what we do from weekly and daily time frames. So let's start with that. And as mentioned previously, we are clearly overall bullish on Baba, right? And you always try to get a feeling to know where you are in the market by drawing the upper and lower bound. So in this case, this is our upper bound. Very straightforward and very easy. Anyway, let me remove these ones, right? These babies, what I call them. So this is it. And this is the lower bound, which is acting as what? As a non-horizontal support, obviously. And of course, we have our upper bound, which is like this, and it's forming, as you can clearly see, like a rising broadening wedge. Anyway, don't worry about the name, right? But you can clearly see that the price is now trading inside this pattern. Okay, it's not a channel, because if a channel, it would be parallel, so like this. Okay, and if it's a wedge, the upper trend line would be like steeper. Anyway, this is it. This is where the price is now moving, and we are still from weekly time frame. So we are still overall bullish from a long-term perspective. So impulse, correction, impulse, and we are currently in the correction phase. That's why when you zoom into daily time frame, outdoor time frame, we see like a bearish trend. So we are overall bearish from a medium-term perspective, but it's just what? A correction on the higher time frame. That's the power of starting your analysis from the higher time frame so that you can see the big picture, right? So this is what we know so far, and we can clearly see that we've got like sort of rejection here. We can see it even better from daily time frame, but we can't really see it clearly from weekly. So let's not draw it for now, but we clearly have a round number. Because if you don't have like a typical support and resistance, you always go for round numbers. And the strongest round numbers here are what? Very clear, 100, because we are between 0 and 300. So 100 is a very strong round number. This is it. The 200, which would be around here. This is why I showed you previously that we've got many rejections from this area. And obviously, of course, the 300, right? So this is it. I don't think that we can add anything from weekly. All we know that we are overall bullish, approaching our lower non-horizontal support and the 200 round number. That's why we would be looking forward, obviously, for buy setups. And anyway, you already know the result, the end result. So we are overall bearish from a medium-term perspective, and we can even see it very clear from daily time frame. So this is the bearish trend from daily, and again, because we are still on daily and weekly, which are our rejection time frames, we will be also drawing our support and resistance, and of course trend lines. So this is it, and let's make an offset, and that's it. Okay, so we are clearly overall bearish from a medium-term perspective. Let's make this one in red, and here we go, right? And we also have like a demand area here, aggressive movement upward. And if we zoom out, we can see that we also have many rejections from this area. So it's like an entire area where price rejected here, price broke it upward and rejected, broke it downward, then it was a fake out, then price broke it upward, rejection here, and price is currently sitting around it. So it's an interesting area. Anyway, I will not draw it because to make the chart cleaner, because we already had the 200 and we already have this one in blue. Okay, so this is what we know, and look how obvious now the chart is looking just from daily and weekly time frames. So now we know what to look for, but around a support area. However, we do have this trend line which might block the way. If we want to buy now, it wouldn't be advised to buy now, as price can still reject this trend line and then go down. Just like here, it's not advised to buy here because we have an horizontal resistance. And rule number one, don't buy around resistance and don't sell around support. Wait for it to be broken upward, and then we'll be looking for buy on the retest. So we're not going to buy now, clearly, of course, because we are also overall bearish from a long-term perspective. And from a short-term perspective, lower lows and lower highs, we are just bullish from a long-term perspective from weekly time frame. This is just a correction, impulse, and impulse, okay? And when we are overall bullish, we'll be looking for the correction to be about to end to catch what? Obviously, the next impulse. But we need extra confirmation. We want the buyers to prove that they are taking over again. And for the buyers to prove to us that they're taking over, they have to break above the previous high. So as you clearly see, the bears are still in control, lower highs, and that's it. Okay, so we're not interested in buying Baba unless we have a break above the previous high, which is now here. And anyway, it's still forming, but technically this is the last high, and this is the last bigger or main high for now. But now if this one like forms like a couple of candles here, it would be like full, just like this one, because now it's only like 2 candles. It isn't reliable or as strong as this one here. So when it's broken upward, we can see that now we might have a shift in momentum from bearish to bullish, and it would be like a trend following bullish trade or buy trade. Okay, so here's how you put the puzzle together when we start from the higher time frame and then you zoom into a lower time frame. Now let's make these ones appear on H4 because I can't really see it there, and also on M30. Yes, let's do it. And now, because we know where the market and what we are looking for, we'll be zooming in to these time frames to look for to H4, H1, and 30 to look for buy setups clearly for now. And we're not interested in selling Baba. Even if we have a setup activated around here, we're not going to sell because it's around a support area. We're only interested in selling if and only if we have a break, an aggressive break below this 200, which is also a support from daily, and below this blue trend line. So we want the buyers or the sellers in this case to deactivate this trend line. So it would be no longer valid, no longer acting as a non-horizontal support if price breaks it downward in an aggressive manner, of course, and breaking below this support area. Then and only then would be interested in selling Baba. Okay, so we need a break, and then on the retest, we have many confluences for the sell setup because we've got this trend line now, this one in blue, and this 200 now acting as resistance. Okay, then and only then I'll be interested in selling Baba on the retest if we have this breakdown. Okay, but for now, since it's around a support area, we're only interested in buying BABA and knowing that it can still like dive in inside this area before going up. Okay, so now let's zoom into H4, and here we go. Here we've got our trend line from H4. Let's see if we can make it lower to test these ones. But anyway, if we make it lower, I guess we'll be able to test it. Here we go. No, I guess it's broken. Maybe if we make it higher. But anyway, let's keep it this way. And let's draw another one. And you can clearly see that, which is the one I drew on TradingView, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay, so this trend line is a shorter term trend line, shorter than the one in red, and I'll make it in orange just to change the color. And this is the last swing that I highlighted that I'm waiting for a break above it to enter the buy. And let's check it out anyway. So this is it, right? So we have the 200, we have this lower trend line, horizontal support, and we are looking for this buy. Okay, we're looking for this buy, but will not buy unless we have a momentum candle close above this area, and we want it to be a candle close. We're not just like buy. The price can still go up, make like a wick, and then go down. Okay, we want a candle close for the buyers to prove that are strong enough to break above this area. Meanwhile, BABA can still trade lower and lower as mentioned previously before going up. And in this case, if price forms a new swing around our, in this case, orange or red trend line, it would be the new last swing. So if it's formed a new swing here, we'll adjust it and we'll be waiting for a break above this area. If a new swing is formed, we will adjust it and we'll wait for a break above this area. But for now, as per the current market conditions, this is our last swing and we'll be waiting for price to break it upward. And anyway, when it's broken upward, it would also break above this red trend line. So it would be no longer valid, no longer acting as a non-horizontal resistance, as price will already break it upward around this area. Okay, so that's why while waiting for a break above this swing, the trend line and the trend line, then nothing would be holding BABA back, and we can say that the buyers are taking over to expect the bullish movement to start to catch the next impulse movement that we saw from weekly. So correction, impulse, correction now, and we are planning to catch the next impulse since we are overall bullish. That's it. It was a very short and clean example. And I'll see you on the next one, of course. Again and again, if you like the content, leave a like. And if you would like me to go over a specific instrument next, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you on the next one.